Failure is much like a game. Think something like Geometry Dash. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Geometry Dash? Doesn't matter. That's how I like to think of failure. Much like a game. Because what happens when you're playing Geometry Dash, for example? You start off on the easy levels, right? And you're going through first couple of steps. No problem, you get through them easy. And then you get onto the harder levels. I think it's called Extreme or something. I don't know, I haven't played that in ages. And you start to fail a lot. Repeatedly. And so maybe you put the phone away, put the game down for a while, come back to it another day. Maybe you watch some videos on how to beat the level. Or maybe you straight up uninstall the game because you're so pissed off at it. I'm gonna be talking about that in terms of doing tasks. It's the same sort of thing. When you're doing tasks, when you're doing activities, when you're trying to do something to better yourself, they're not meant to be easy. And so if you think of it like a game, you start on the easiest parts of that task. Instead of having one set task, right? Say if you want to start going to the gym, and your task for you then would be to go to the gym maybe 3 times a week. And you're finding it really difficult, you're finding it so you only go on one day, and the next day you're like, can't be bothered. So break it down. You want to start with the easy levels. And once you can do the easy levels over and over and over without failing, then you can get onto the harder ones. And what would you consider an easy level when it comes to going to the gym? Maybe if you're struggling with actually leaving your house and going to the gym, you could start with home workouts. At least then, it will get you used to the feeling of exercise, working out. Then your next step would be going to the gym. And then the extreme, the hardest step, I'm not sure, but you get the idea. I really like this concept because there's also the idea of uninstalling the game, right? And that usually happens when you're giving up. You don't want to play anymore. You don't want to do this task anymore, but why throw away all your hard work? What you should do instead is take a break, a few days, just put it aside. Put it aside and then come back to it another time. At least that's what I would do. And I think that's what you should do too. Because remember that failure is a part of life, much like a game. In order to progress, you must fail. Without failure, progression has no meaning. Because if we never failed and we just progressed and progressed and progressed, we would never feel a sense of achievement, that sense of happiness that comes from within when you actually achieve the thing you want to achieve. Without failure, we wouldn't get that. So just keep that in mind and think of your tasks like a game. For me, I personally think of it like Geometry Dash. For you, it could be any other game. But that's how I like to think of it, and that's helped me a lot. And so yeah, failure isn't the end, no matter how many times you fail. Just take a break, and then come back to it. And one day, no matter what the goal is, you'll achieve it.